なんでやねん。そこか。
戦いたくない。私を行かせて。聞いてください、はやぶささん。
ハヤテへの誓い、お前は死なせん。行かせるわけにはいかん。
失敗だったと聞いたわ。
お前何を知っている。イプシロンとは何のことだ。
コントロールは解けてるようね。行くわよ。
皆さん、
クンク積んだわ。あなたの世界、生きるために。偽物、よくも。すごいわね、ここまで来るなんて。あなたがさあ、お前がお母様。
とやかな女になれよ。
もっと私を楽しませて。
Hello. I want you to put your hand jet on my slug tube.
How's it going? Welcome, 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 welcome. Blockington, thank you for 82 months.
Oh yeah.
Sith, thank you for the biddies. So yeah, this is the checkmate monitor I've been talking about and sharing screenshots from, or photos of, I guess I should say. It's I mean, I like it, but it is really, really, really niche. It's extremely niche. We'll get into it a little bit later. They don't sell white Steam Decks now. They sold white Steam Decks for a couple of days, I think. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about all the details with the monitor here in a few. But we have some mail to open first. I also want to wait a little bit since the stream is still just getting going. The thing for me right now that I'm really impressed with is how similar the picture quality is between my CRT and the LCD. Like, the colors are a very close match. Whites and blacks. It's not a CRT, of course. So it'll always have that against it. No. It's not that crisp. It is actually a 1280 by 1024 resolution LCD. Oh yeah, I do like that. That's really cute, Blockington. That's adorable. I love that. Also, the reason for this really strange, sort of cramped setup is because I have this hooked up into the output from the whole retro chain. So this is getting its own RGB feed before the scaler. And it is doing the upscaling, which I will explain. How do you mean, Felix? It's a modern LCD, just to be clear. This is a new product. It's all good. It's meant to look old. Yep, checkmatedisplays.com. It tops out at 75 hertz. At the moment, it is 60 hertz. The objective of the monitor is to sort of be a retro replacement monitor. Yeah. 70, I think 75 hertz is the max refresh rate, 75. Yep, DOS will work. It's meant for old computers more than anything. It's meant to be a CRT stand-in while acknowledging that it is, of course, not a CRT and can't replace those qualities of a CRT that are just sort of inherent to what a CRT is. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, for real. That's why I love this stuff. You know, throws me back to playing like Counter-Strike 1.6 back in the day. Half-Life, Unreal Tournament, Age of Empires. What's the little screen for? You mean this? We'll get to that. Oh, you mean this? This is an OLED that is giving me the, right now it's giving me the current settings of the scaler. And it also lets me control the scaler. It's a little menu. So right now it's doing 1280 by 960 at 59.93982 hertz RGB. All right, well, why don't we get to the mail? We have some mail here from Food Flare, from Flynn. And I figured, Grid, while I'm doing the mail from you as well. Hopefully Food and Flynn are here. I haven't seen them speak yet. Hey, Flynn. Oh, you are in combat right now. Okay. Well, I mean, there's always the VOD. What has Food sent me? Ooh. Oh, nice. Awesome. You know, I was planning to get this at some point. Now I have it. It is the Book of Bill. Awesome. Where's the light at? When the camera's at this angle, it's so hard to hold something up in front of it. Oh, and a note inside. Hey, Co, saw this while out and about and thought you might like it. Receipt included. Awesome. Well, thank you, Food Flare. This is amazing. I love Gravity Falls, and I'm excited to check out the Book of Bill. Put this in my soon-to-be-read section of my shelf. Okay. You can come back now, Flynn. Let's see what Flynn has sent us. If I had to venture a guess, most things I've received from Flynn have been cool 3D printed items. So this may be that. It's a pretty light box, but I do not know. Flynn was responsible for the Chozo statue and Kogai? Doomco? I don't know. Okay, interesting. It's like we have a note on top. Let us see what it is. Read the note first if you want spoilers, or after if you want to see it first. Oh, well, I mean, if it's spoilers, I'm going to read it after. Thanks for the heads up. I like the little foam feet. Also, chopped up phone for packing is great. Thank you. As opposed to the stupid styrofoam popcorn, which I hate. I'm digging. I'm digging in here. Ooh. Oh. Oh, wow. Take a look at that. That is sick. This looks carved. I presume that this is like a worked on 3D print, but it has the appearance of having been like whittled and carved. That's a really cool finish. Yeah, well, you nailed it then, because it really looks and feels that way. I mean, this is a really cool look. Now, there's a hole in the bottom, and I think there's more in here. Also, this is, I think, a thing that Flynn has done before, of that there's also probably a stand. Oh, there's a something in here. Oh, oh, wow. Amazing. So this is very cool. Holy, I really like the look of this. Look at that. So it's like a Doom level, and it's even got some jelly-looking death slime. Some barrels from Doom and a health pack. Amazing. And then there's a hole in the middle, so I assume we have a stick that I need to find here as well. For our new skull friend. Oh no. Oh no. The cut up foam is as staticky as styrofoam normally is. Dude, the slime is so cool, Flynn. That looks awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh. I assume there's a stick in here, but I can't find it. I'm going to have to... I don't want to, but I'm going to have to dump out all the foam. Because I can't find... Oh! I see it! I see it with my eyes! Haha! Hooray! Did not have to dump all the foam. There we go. I dumped out some. I'm putting it back. Stick. So, probably put that end here. Like that. And then... Oh, yeah. Yo. That just rocks, Flynn. That is so cool. What an awesome sculpture. Incredible. Let me get some more like side light on this here. Look at that. I love the slime. That's such a good touch. You did that super well. It really comes across as slime. Thank you, Flynn. Incredible work on that. You'll have him hang out here. Like that. I don't have a good light there, unfortunately, but he'll be on screen. He'll be our little friend on screen. Awesome stuff, Flynn. Love the detail. So cool. Yeah, just moody light. Yeah, that's a sculpture that would benefit from like a tiny light kit. Hey, food.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
I did. I opened your mail first. Thank you for the book of Bill. Very much appreciated. That was something that I was definitely looking forward to reading, and I had not picked it up, so it's perfect. I put it on my soon-to-read shelf. Very much appreciated. Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot about the note. Thank you for reminding me. Let's see. Hey, Co. Been a while, hasn't it? Seems like every time I get in a position to start working on these again, something destabilizes my life. Well, here it is. The second of like 16 or something. Doom Eternal Collectibles. Knowing there are a few floating enemies, I wanted to make little bases that they can attach to and have modeled some based on each of the original game's episodes. Hence why I asked for what your favorite was. But apparently you don't even like Doom, so I just gave you episode 1. As for the demon itself, I felt the Lost Soul was a good simple one for me to come back to. If you have a UV light, or even just some blue LEDs to hold it up to, the eyes are glow in the dark and are quite strong. If you are liking these, I'll continue to send them as I work on my own collection. Otherwise, I'm sure there are plenty of other Yuletide gifts I could be making. Hope your holidays went as well as could be expected. And I'm looking forward to the classic Doom block, Co-Think. Flynn. It was such a passive-aggressive note. Also, I don't know what I did that made you think I don't even like Doom. I don't think I have any lights that will make the eyes glow, unfortunately. Unless they're picking up anything from... No, they're not glowing. Based off of the studio light. But if I get them to glow, I'll take a picture of that and share it. Phone flash? I don't know. So finally, we have from Grid from what I understand, an accessory to assist with my speed running if I go back to it. Just unraveling all this bubble wrap. There we go. What is it? It is a foot pedal peripheral thing. There you go. Forward and rewind. And play in the middle. The whole thing is a giant foot pedal. So hypothetically, I could set this up as hotkeys for doing like splits and stuff like that when I'm doing speedruns. Just smash on this thing with my foot. Thank you, Grid. Very much appreciated. We'll have to see what configuring this thing is like. Wow, pubs don't remind me of my darkest moments. I used to use a pedal back in the day for push to talk. And it made my foot hurt. We will find out, Grid. Appreciate it either way. Yeah, I think I eventually switched to toggle for that reason. Yeah, thank you, Food, Flynn, and Grid. Very much appreciated. Cool stuff from you guys. So are we ready to talk about this thing? So I mentioned earlier, but basically right now I have the retro chain piped into this. You guys are actually hearing audio coming through the retro tank. So the retro tank is actually hooked up in the background here. And this monitor has its own feed. It actually has speakers as well. I just have them off. But I figured it'd be nice to have the audio coming through so you have something to hear that corresponds to what you're seeing. So these actually have their own separate output feeds. And what's really surprising is that this is being upscaled and this is not. And yet, they seem perfectly in sync. You'd think that there would be some delay here. And I think there maybe is like a frame. Well, you can really tell when they switch scenes. You'll see that the CRT switches a little bit faster than this does. But it is almost imperceptible. There you go. I put the notice on chat because Dave put the chat on notice. Well, it would be really hard to compare, Craig, because the fact of the matter is that what's happening in here... Actually, hold on just a moment. Aha. Okay, so what's happening in here is this, basically. So this monitor has this backplane thing. It's basically like, it's kind of like a motherboard. It's behind the screen, and it has 3 slots. So slot 0, 1, and 2. And 0 is the main controller for the screen. And then the second one is called Appy's Scaler. And essentially it's based off of this, but with some enhancements. And this is a scaler like a RetroTink or an OSSC or a FrameMeister or whatever. Just a different flavor of signal scaler. And so this monitor has essentially one of these inside, and it's taking in the RGB and upscaling it. So it's hard to like make a direct comparison because of that, right? Another LCD taking in this input would just display a much blurrier picture, and I don't know what kind of latency, but probably it wouldn't be able to do the same job for you to compare to, you know? That's the issue. So yeah, that's probably one of the most interesting things about this monitor is the fact that it has that scaler inside. And that scaler is responsible for like half of the inputs that this thing takes, which is a shit ton. So the scaler itself handles RF input, component input, S-video, RGB SCART, and RGBI. And then the control board for the monitor handles a handful of composite inputs. It has an HDMI switcher and 4 HDMI inputs. It also has an HDMI output. So whatever you're seeing here can actually be passed through out to a capture card. Also has VGA inputs, and that's it. But that's a lot. That's quite a lot for a screen. So yeah, the fact that this is being scaled up and it's so close to being just in sync here with the CRT is pretty crazy. I have been struggling a little bit with figuring out like what's the best way to display things. Like what you're seeing right now, just by happenstance, I don't know what changed. It's filling the screen, and that's great. I'm very happy with that. I think this looks beautiful. But with various inputs that I tested, it's kind of all over the place. And I don't know what it should be exactly. I don't know if it's a configuration issue on my end. I mean, technically, this is a 5:4 ratio screen, but the Dreamcast is outputting a 4:3 ratio signal. So it is currently fitting the screen, but arguably it must be stretched in some direction, or maybe it's overscanning. Yeah, that would be really crazy, copper, but also insanely expensive today, which is why this is not that. So why don't I walk through some of the other inputs here, and you'll kind of get an idea of, maybe you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about, or maybe it's just going to perfectly behave now. Let's see. I've got... Let's do NES. So we'll fire that up. Maybe. Okay. So I was experiencing this. I don't know what the cause of this is. I did have NES on here before. And something I changed in the scalar settings, I think, to try to... You know what I'll do, actually? Because something I can do right here from this... Okay, never mind. I don't have control anymore. Oh, yeah, we do. The scaler might be unhappy. I'm having the scaler reset itself back to factory. And let's just see what happens. Let's see what it does. Bang. Boom. Bang, boom. And it looks like it's full screen. It is pretty nice and crisp. It's not, you know, RetroTink 4K, but it's really good. It is not a VA, it is an IPS panel. It can have the firmware updated, but there are... So that gets kind of weird. The control board in slot 0, you can update via a USB stick in the second USB port. The scaler, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I think you may actually have to chip program that, which means you might have to take the slot out, take the chip out, blast it, and then, yeah. Not the most user-friendly. Is the top supposed to be warped like that? I don't know what you're talking about. You're saying that this is warped? When it was scrolling, the top of the screen was a bit warped. Okay, let me keep an eye on that and see. I wasn't paying attention to what was being displayed. There's a good chance that, yeah? Oh, I see. Yeah. So that, I believe, is more than likely a scalar quirk. Most likely. I've seen this sort of thing before. Yeah, this is probably supposed to be overscan stuff. I'm trying to, like... I think it is showing more than the CRT is up top. So I think we're just seeing a little bit that we're not necessarily supposed to see. But I mean, it's fine. Let's go into a level and see. Ah, I love this tune. So let me count the blocks here. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are. I'm seeing a whole extra row along the top that I'm not seeing on the CRT. And then there is a sort of distortion. There's a sort of warbled look to everything, which I would put down to the scaler. Yeah, this looks whacked out. Let me connect to the scaler and see. One of the things about this is I'm not that well versed in the GBS control. I have one, but I didn't use it too much before I ended up going to the RetroTink 5K. Huh. Okay. I'm not seeing... Oh, here we go. Okay. So it reset the scaler to factory settings, but it didn't get rid of my presets or the fact that it is connected to Wi-Fi. Let's see. I'm going to try turning on motion adaptive deinterlacing and restart the scaler. That didn't help. Also, I'm going to go to this other screen here, so I'm not maybe driving everybody crazy. Yeah, it still looks a little warbly, but again, I really think that this is a scaler issue. And there are things that you can fiddle with. So like, it has an external clock generator. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it would take some digging and some research for me to understand like what exactly is causing that in this case. It's not super noticeable if you don't have like a full screen grid. Like looking at this right now, again, it just looks very comparable to CRT to me. And maybe that's something with the way that this scaler works as well. Maybe like depends on what's being displayed on the screen, causes different sort of maybe visual quirks to occur. Things like this are always a bit fiddly, right? Yeah, it feels great to play on. Feels perfectly fine. Ice creams. More ice creams. I had a bad habit of getting caught up in the ice creams, looking for that, basically. A big health, and then I would always get hit by one more, negating the purpose. Ugh. Ugh. You can really see the sort of waviness in the health bar if you stare at the health bar. I guess fortunately for you guys, you're not really going to see it as much, but I bet you that if I did the output and captured that, the HDMI output from the monitor, you would actually see that. Ugh. No! There we go. Oh, right. Can't shoot these guys. Ba, 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 ba. So yeah, it's NES. That's looking fine. It's looking good. Um, let's see about... Hold on a second. There we go. Let's check out some Super Nintendo. You know, it's funny. Before the stream, this stuff wasn't quite working correctly because this was my first time messing with it. And now, it's working perfectly. So, I guess the answer is to leave it on default settings and don't mess with it. Or at least don't mess with it the way that I did. Well, actually, we do have black bars here, top and bottom, with the Super Nintendo. But maybe that's fine. Yeah, it really has a clean look to it. I love the retro styling. And, yeah, there's something about it. It's just really pleasant to look at. CheckmateDisplays.com. This was a Kickstarter project that I backed a few years ago. And I just got mine in. There's probably a narrow window of time where anybody who wants to get one of these can. And it's also, I mean, you don't have to, if you want one, you don't have to rush. But basically, where it's at right now is still fulfilling backers' orders. And then after that, there's going to be some extra monitors. And there will be one more shipment that'll be like the for-profit monitors, so after all the backers are taken care of. And then it's just going to be down to interest. If there's enough people who want this monitor, then more will be made. The problem is that if you make something like this where it's manufactured, because this is, you know, this is an injection molded body, it's assembled in China, you know, yada yada. It's like a real operation. If they want to get more made, being that they're not a big company making these things, they have to wait until they know that they're going to sell the ones that they have manufactured, basically. So it will be possible to get these, but I don't know for how long. But that said, it'll probably be close to a year before non-backers would really have a hope of seeing one in person, just to be clear. That's my understanding. They have a Discord and stuff like that where you can get more direct answers from people. So yeah, this is looking good. Let me get my controller. Oh yeah, there's my save from when we did this on stream. Interesting. So again, the one here looks a little warbled. But actually, overall, this looks less warbled than the NES. So again, I really think that's the scaler itself, and probably tweakable. I just don't know what's causing it exactly. How much was the pre-order cost? Oh, gosh. Trying to remember. I'd have to go to my account to see for sure, but I think I put down like maybe like 150 or 200 pounds. This is a UK project, by the way. And then that wasn't the total cost. That was basically just money down to reserve a monitor. And then the total cost ultimately, I think, was somewhere between like 450 or 500 pounds. Looks great. This looks so good. Can't complain. Like, this is super nice. Well, if anything, the weight of it is great. So this case, the chassis has a handle built in right here, which is awesome. It's not light as a feather, but you can pick it up with one hand and carry it around pretty easily. I spent a little bit more because you don't have to get the scaler, but I wanted as many inputs as I could get. I'm actually mad because I forgot to get the S-Video upgrade, so I'll have to order that later because you get RF and S-Video with that. I'll get that and I'll have to install it myself, but I also got, just a moment, please. this very, very 80s carrying bag. It's a really high quality bag. The monitor fits in here. It's branded. So if for some reason I need to travel with this monitor, I have a full ass travel bag. It is. It's so good. I actually had really lucky timing with that because they had a supplier for bags for the monitor, but they weren't branded or anything, and it seemed like it wasn't a perfect bag. And then they, at some point, got those, so I managed to just add that to my order without having to dick around with like canceling the other bag or anything like that. They actually don't always make you remove stuff from bags now. Electronics. It depends on what it is. Hey, Mr. B, what's up, buddy? What's up, Mr. B? Oh, yeah, well, if you're going to bring a whole ass computer, that's another story. Because that's the thing is when you're going to have a bad TSA experience is if you bring something that is completely foreign to them. You're going to be pulled aside. You're going to be examined. I brought all my recording shit one time when I went on a flight. So I had, you know, what I assumed looked like a bomb in a bag because I had microphone, camera, laptop, USB hubs, controller, probably a Raspberry Pi or something, a lot of cables, and that was just like the entirety of the inside of my bag. They scanned it and then they were like, pardon us, sir, but what the fuck is this? Yeah, this is looking great. What can I say? Much better than when I was messing with the settings. I was trying to get it to display this stuff at 1280 by 1024, and I think that that was causing all of my issues, because now it's displaying all of this at 1280 by 960 at 60 hertz, and it's just working perfectly. It's working fine. So, oh yeah, is that one that's kind of like the open concept cases or whatever they are, but it's on its side? Was that Silverstone or was that somebody else? I don't remember now. But yeah, this would go great with a flat case, and it's actually designed for that. The whole thing with Checkmate is that the other stuff they've done is like basically Amiga related. And the form factor of the Amiga was a flat top, basically, PC that you would sit the monitor on. So this is designed to not look out of place sitting on top of something like an Amiga. Or maybe like an old Tandy. You know, whatever. So it's absolutely designed for that sort of thing. The trouble with a modern computer is, of course, you're going to have this 5:4 aspect ratio. Do you really want that all the time? I mean, this is great for retro stuff, right? You know, if you want to do like DOS games or old applications, maybe music trackers like Commodore 64 or, you know, ZX Spectrum, stuff like that. But a modern computer, well, we'll play around with the modern computer experience here in a few. I'm still going to run through some more retro stuff before we get to that, but we'll get to it. Oh wow, that's really cool, Asinel. I'll have to check that out. You hate the short wide? Okay, let's see. Well, since we did NES, Super Nintendo, let's do... the next obvious thing. Bear with me for a moment, please. Whoops. For those of you who haven't been here before, I have a retro tower here, so all of this output that you're seeing here is real consoles, such as N64. And I doubt that this controller is charged. Nope. And what the? Oh, okay, weird. Oh, there we go. Nice. This looks great. Oh, weird. So the D-pad doesn't work on this screen? I don't remember that being the case. Excuse me. Actually, I want to go back and just watch the title screen for a minute. Yeah, it's just full screen. It just, something about 1024, 1280 by 1024, it just doesn't quite work out. And it does try to fight you against going to that resolution, so I guess maybe that's the thing, is don't do that. I'm curious why that is. I'm gonna have to ask in the Discord what's up with that, if anybody knows. I mean, again, I feel like I guess I can't complain because this looks great. This looks absolutely great. It's really surprisingly pleasing. It's sitting right next to the CRT, and I expected it to kind of be pretty stark, but they're relatively close. They're really rather close in terms of visual quality. I don't think so. I mean, it's doing essentially whatever the GBS control does, which, I mean, it is an upscaler. So it is upscaling from 240p here. Just like, you know, when I use the RetroTink. And if I can get mouse control back, can I? Maybe I can't. There we go. Just for your reference, here's the capture from the RetroTink 4K, which is really like the tippity top scaler right now. So that's what that looks like. Now, I'm not capturing the output from this monitor, so that's not really like a great comparison for you guys, but sorry, I thought I heard some shenanigans, and I did hear some shenanigans. Hello, sir. I see you got yourself a cat food can. May I have that, please? Thank you. Sorry, folks. Hold on just a moment. I knew I heard a shenanigan happening. I could tell. I could tell. Yeah, there's kind of a surreal quality to it because it looks like a CRT sort of in its, presentation, but then the screen itself is flat. There were flat CRTs though. Like, this one is actually only curved in the horizontal. It's not curved in the vertical. It's not a bubble in that way. I feel like you could really... We're close to basically being able to approximate the visual feel of a CRT with OLEDs, curved screens, and then just like a glass. Just imagine this being an OLED that's curved with glass over it to give it the, CRT quality, and boom, you're there. Yeah, this is an IPS panel. Max resolution 1280 by 1024 and max refresh rate of 75. And it's mainly targeting retro use cases, old computers, consoles, stuff like that. It also has picture control. You can see here inputs AV 1, 2, 3, 4, HDMI 1, HDMI 6, VGA, USB 1 and 2. You can play stuff off of the USB as well. It gets weird when you get to the inputs that are on the scaler because actually I just accidentally did it. So you have to select VGA over and over again to switch through the scaler's inputs, which is, I would say, inelegant. Fortunately, the remote has a dedicated VGA button, which is nicer for doing it at least, but still a bit, it's bizarre, but it's fine. There's not that many inputs to the scalers, so you're not going to be pressing it that many times. It's a compromise. Yeah, so internally, it's not just a scaler sitting in there, they have customized it. So it's interconnected via the backplane, as they call it. So the backplane is sort of like a motherboard that the scaler is slotted into as a daughter board, and then the control board for the monitor is slotted into it as well as another daughter board. And then they have sort of internal connections. There's like HDMI crossing over. It all works together. The scaler is optional though. The control board is not. The control board is what runs the whole monitor. I don't have component hooked up to this right now. I didn't have a component cable ready to go. So I can't test like Xbox or GameCube, which honestly, I could, I guess. I might have some RCA cables I could do it with. Oh, but I don't know if I have any BNC available. I would need BNC adapters. Hey, Babby.
Hey, Babby.
What's up?
I really wish this came in a different size.
Oh, I do have BNC adapters available.
Also, Shu just put this in.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, he was being a little needy.
He could fit in this pouch.
Yeah, Bun can fit in that pouch.
Bun, you want the pouch?
Yes, she does. Well, I have adapters here. And I have audio. Actually, to be honest, I don't need to hook up the audio. Ipibber.
Did you do the packages?
I did. Check out this sculpture that Flynn made.
If it light up, it looks like it should light up.
It doesn't, but the eyes glow in the dark.
Nice.
That is a 3D print.
Very nice. Sweet paint job, too.
Yeah. Really amazingly done.
Now, who is it?
That's one of the lost souls from Doom.
Oh, nice.
So the flying, burning skulls. Food sent the Book of Bill.
Nice.
Yep.
And have that little guy back. I'm gonna pee real quick.
Okay, so I did have some BNC adapters. Basically these. RCA to BNC. And I think I have some... They're not component cables, but... I mean, any RCA cable should do the job. Right? So... I may have some shitty cables here I could use to do it. Yup. Here you go. Oh, that's... Okay, 2 of these are adapters. 1 of these is a 75 ohm resistor thing. That's not going to help me. Here we go. Bam. Component cables. Does that look red, green, and blue to you? Let's see. Bun in a pouch.
Calm down.
Of course. She is now satisfied. She is happy. Actually, this might be a giant pain in the ass with the monitor right here.
Yeah.
But I really would love to see some GameCube on this. If I actually just take them off of the cables. Can't see what I'm doing. But that's probably okay. Aha, yep. Okay, 1 down. 2 down. There we go. All right. I'll just plug this in. So white is green. Yellow is blue. Or no, wait. White is blue. Yeah, it's RGB. White is blue. Yellow is green. This is not lined up well for this either. I can't see the colors from above. Aha, here we go. A whole lot of ass. Hopefully not too much. The top of my ass, I presume. Okay. I have done it. All butthole. It's unfortunately placed in terms of where the input is. There's an arm pole right there. Okay. So maybe we can do component now. Let's find out, I guess. I'm going to try... I guess I'm going to try the GameCube. Oh boy, why is the GameCube on its side? There must be some reason for that. What's in the GameCube? Nothing. Okay. Let me go grab a GameCube game. Actually, I know exactly what one I want to see on this. Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Where is it? Aha. Not that one. Wait a minute. Here we go. Perfect. It's another one where the remote will not have been charged. Oh, no, it is. That's crazy. Oh. Moment. What? Excuse me? That was weird. Interestingly, not that far off on the actual clock. Which button is the start button on this sucker? And what can I say? This looks great. Although I think this is not a game that uses the 480p. I think it might be 480i. Actually, I think if I just leave this on the title screen, it'll demo. But are the demos videos? That part I do not remember. Yeah, the GameCube. It's amazing that the GameCube flopped because the GameCube was an incredible machine. In terms of library, it had crazy stuff. Oh. Yeah, these are all pre-recorded. They're not actually real-time graphics. Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine is great. Smash Bros. Melee is obviously the GOAT.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims who were apparently the Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin.
I didn't really have big feelings about the Switch 2 because I felt like they didn't really show much more than what we already kind of knew from the leaks. I am noticing that there's more of a greener tinge overall with this than there is on the CRT. The CRT looks bluer overall. This looks like it's the Matrix, kind of. I do wish that this was actually full screen. Well, there are options to do so, I think. I haven't messed with them much. Maybe just set it to a cool temperature. That seems to have helped.
Hey, Brad! Where the hell's he going?
Yeah, definitely not a match. It looked like they ran off of this screen and onto that one, kind of. Make for that mansion.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Is everyone all right?
Barry. Where's Barry?
No. What was that?
These people don't know what a gun is?
All right. Jill and I will stay and secure this area.
Chris? Take care.
God, this game still looks fantastic. See, now it does look too cool, which makes me want to put it back. There are other modes as well. You can also tweak it yourself. I'm going to go with just back to medium here. So there's soft, user, vivid, standard. Standard is what I was on, so there's really not much. Yeah, vivid did not look great. I think this is one of those games that really brings it out because it is all like, it's just tone. You know what I mean? The visuals are so tone based. They're not really like popping colors. And where they do pop, it's stuff like this fireplace where it's like an accentuated element. Yeah, it doesn't have perfect black levels either. Yeah, on my CRT, the red of the carpet comes through better. So you are still suffering from that LCD thing of losing some of the subtlety, some of the depth. Particularly, like, this light, the way that the camera picks it up, it makes it look like a real light. But in this, on the LCD, it looks more like a picture of a light. And it's really hard to explain that. Or maybe it's easy to explain that and I nailed it first try. This is still stellar. I mean, this is great. Jill Wesker?
Wesker? Jill?
Where did they go?
One other thing to consider here is I am not using actual component cables. I just used some random RCA cables I had. Could be a factor. Probably not a factor, but could be a factor. Also, I've always loved this shot. I love the candelabra in the foreground, and you get the flames burning, and just... I always felt like that was such an incredible shot. Also, this game has one of the nicest looking Resident Evil menus out of any of them. Isn't it nice? It's so beautiful looking. What's up, Ramsterdam? But yeah, just to appreciate that shot for a moment. Oh, never mind. No appreciation allowed. I didn't switch it over to component. Yeah, I'd say this game is definitely worth a replay. It's a really satisfying version of the survival horror. Just really polished, well executed. The scenes in this game, it's just... It was top of the art. And now you can get it on Steam. It's been on Steam for a while. There are some issues with it panning left and right because it's a, it's a 16:9 format, but I think there are some mods you can get to fix playing it in a 4:3 aspect ratio, yada yada. Yeah. So let's look at a vibrant game. Shall we? Whoa. What's that purple doing? Why is it purple? That's weird. That is really weird. I like it. It looks cool. It's making me concerned that something is wrong. I guess that's just what it looks like when you have component on and nothing, no signal. It's bizarre. Oh, hell yes, I would. Thank you. Do it. All right, we are in 480p mode now. Oh my God. Whew. That looks mighty fine. That looks mighty fine. This is just a beautiful game to look at. Always has been. I'm just gonna let it do its thing for a few. Yeah, sure, Doug. It's a good point. Excuse me. Yeah, I would imagine that it wouldn't be comparable to the Tink. Night, Em. That looks less yellow. It's like a little too bright. No, not end of stream. Hey, Lucifer. We're walking through retro consoles now, testing out the new monitor. Also, I fixed the input on the
I just want the
retro
chance to
tank.
show the national news my butthole.
And I basically did earlier. Elusive, thank you for 132 months. I don't think that this monitor has a brightness setting now that I'm thinking about it. It's a little bit odd, huh? Normally you have brightness, contrast, so on and so forth. But, nope. Oh, we do. So... Trying to see if I can dial that in a little closer, you know? I think I can. I think I'm getting there. Looks a lot more like the CRT now. Because previously that looked like white. But then again, what happens is you'll tune something like this, and then it'll go back to like the vivid stuff, and it won't look right anymore. That'll be what happens. No. No, it still looks good. A bit dimmer looking, I guess. But still good. Yeah, they look much closer now to me. I was very much looking forward to seeing what this looked like on here. Oh yeah. The unskippable opening cutscene. They force you to watch this every time. Yeah, and I could tweak the red down too. Actually, I think I prefer it a little less just overall bright. By default, it's, I think, pretty bright. But that does look good. This is the 19-inch version, by the way. My CRT here is a 20L4. So also 19 or 20 inches. It's hard to explain, but the CRT basically always defeats any monitor I put against it. It just has, in general, more richness in the colors in a way that I just don't seem to be able to replicate with any LCD. There's more depth and subtlety going on. Yeah, that je ne sais quoi. Up yup. I don't have any OLED panels, so I can't make that comparison. Supposedly, OLED should compete. The thing that none of them will ever do is shoot you directly in the retinas with photons, which I think is something that CRTs really, that's, you know, they have that advantage. It's so small, though. I feel like it's hard to compare there, but eh. Why the question mark, Beer? What is your question, sir? The photon thing? Well, a CRT is very different from an LCD. So a screen like this, obviously it is emitting light. But a CRT, a cathode ray tube, is an electron gun. And it is shooting electrons at the screen and through it, through a photon coated, phosphor covered screen, or coated screen. So it is shooting you in the face when you're looking at a CRT, as opposed to LCDs just sort of emitting light out. I know it doesn't sound that different, but yeah, imagine a gun. What if we could shoot people with images? I believe all LCD light is backlight, yeah. It doesn't seem like it's different, right? Like you look at this, you see a picture. You look at that, you see a picture. But it is different in terms of like what's happening with the photons and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this of course looks great. I'm debating on whether or not I want to test every single console. Because we could test the Wii, but if we're going to test the Wii, I have to get a light bar out. And it's a whole thing. It is the best Link face. And I'm not sure that... Well, I think a light bar could sit here. But I'd have to get batteries for it, and... Yeah, no. No, I want to test other things. Plus, we haven't even got to this yet. Which I think is fun. Why don't we do PlayStation? Let's do PlayStation. That is so weird. Whoa. Strange. Now I understand the CRT. Okay, there you go. It takes a minute to figure it out, but it figured it out. The CRT, I literally have to switch between inputs. This figures it out on its own, which the RetroTink doesn't do, by the way. Yeah, so we went back to RGB is what happened. We were the GameCube was component input. Now we're on RGB. This is way too dark. Look at this. This is way too dark. So, oh, whoops, not sound. Huh. Even these other ones, like Vivid is still far from it. Let's... Well, not once you're in the game, though. I'm just going to put it on standard for now, but this is, like, way off. Final Doom on the PlayStation 1. Get that armor, you fool. What are you doing? Don't just stand next to it. Pick it up. You're dead now. The RetroTink over here, very unhappy. Because it does not understand why this component signal looks so weird, and that's because it's not a component signal. Yeah, so that's an interesting sort of problem, is like, when switching between component and RGB, the picture settings are very different. Like, this is just way darker. Let me get Chrono Cross, because as Doug mentioned, it'd be interesting to see what the resolution switching behavior is like. I never really did a lot of testing with my my GBS control, so I really don't know what it will be like. Let me get Chrono Cross out here. Also, just a nice game to look at, so, you know, why not? But I thought Doom would be fun for a little taste. Okay. Let's switch it up. Huh. And so, interestingly, we don't have that weird behavior when we turn off an RGB signal. So what's up with that, I wonder? All right, Chrono Cross. Hopefully it doesn't struggle with the opening movie. That looks so good. I love that so much. Ah. Hell yeah. Good attempt. I didn't see what this was. Oh. Best viewers on Sex Online. Ah, this music. Mousik, you're one of my favorite viewers. Was it quite quiet? Is that better? Much better? Good. Oh no. A pit of hell? Ah. That reminded me of something. I might ask you about. God, they were just built different when they made games like this. I feel like this still holds up really amazingly. There's a lot of stuff on the PlayStation that looks like shit, but Square, their arc of just how rapidly they became insane at CG animation it's absurd. It is extremely rad. I'm very pleased with this monitor. Well, yeah, just going from like Final Fantasy VII to Final Fantasy VIII, it's huge. It's huge. This here, this is basically allows me to control the scaler. I love these title screens. I love them so much. It's running at like 2 frames per second. I don't care. I love the light shafts coming down from the water and all the little fish. Just everything about this I love. They even have whatever it's called going on. That sort of light refraction thing in water. I forget what it's called. Me thinks it's not original. So the scaler that this has inside is a GBS control, but it's modified. They built on top of that. This game has incredible pixel art. These backgrounds are intensely good. This looks fantastic on this monitor. Caustics, thank you.
Oh, that's my whole body. Oh.
Oh, weird. That was the Halo Choir song. Zick, thank you for 117 months. Actually, I am probably going to test out Halo. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll throw Halo in just for you, Zick. So yeah, let's see. I could stare at this all day, forever. But let's see how it behaves with the resolution changes. Oh, why am I grabbing a GameCube controller? That is not the right controller. Okay, let's jump into the game. I also love that they have a variety of different ocean backgrounds for the title screen. It's so nice. It's just a vibe. I love the vibe of all of this. I love the turtle. I'm going to press start now. Sorry. I have a real big place in my heart for the Chrono Cross aesthetic. That was instantaneous, I think. This is 480i. Also, I am noticing a pretty big color difference across these. It's much more muted on the CRT, and it's much redder here. Okay. Okay, still 480i, so... What's the monitor story? The abridged version is there was a Kickstarter campaign a few years ago that I supported for this retro style monitor. It's made by Checkmate, checkmatedisplays.com. And basically the idea was to create a sort of CRT replacement. Not really. That's too strong of a description. They themselves acknowledge that you can't really replace CRTs with an LCD, but it's an IPS panel. It has many, many inputs. If you're in the Discord, Elusive, and you go to the Retro Babble channel, actually, I can just probably link the image here, or maybe someone will probably get to it before I do. Just a second. Basically, it's just a really custom retro monitor, retro focused. So really, I'm not really doing the target thing with it by doing this. Oh, thank you, Pubs. Appreciate that. The real target would be like for this to be something that looks like it belongs sitting on top of an Amiga or like an Apple IIe or, you know, whatever, something like that. And it has the inputs to support that. So, you know, old computers that output like composite, RF, S-video, stuff like that, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, yada yada. But also, of course, retro games. They tested various retro consoles like N64, stuff like that. So I mean, it's part of it. It's just not the main focus. And yeah, so I supported the Kickstarter, and I just got my monitor this past week. It arrived on Saturday, actually, so it was this weekend. And I've been very excited to check it out, and I'm very happy with it. It's a 5:4 aspect ratio, maximum resolution 1280 by 1024 at 75 hertz. I keep getting distracted. I have to get to a point where I can actually open a menu. But it seems like it's not struggling with resolution changes. So it seems to recapture sync really quickly. I don't know if that's normal for the GBS control or not. Okay. Right. How do you open the damn menu? Oh, triangle. That's as fast as a CRT, basically. Maybe a frame behind. Also, I'm seeing the RetroTink in the background. I have it on my main monitor, so I'm also seeing the RetroTink here. To be honest, the RetroTink doesn't handle it as gracefully. Look at this. This is the RetroTink 4K. Now, I don't know if maybe I don't have the right settings or profile loaded or whatever, but that really wigs out when it switches between these. I may not even have a profile loaded, I'm not sure. Well, no, I do have the PlayStation profile loaded. I don't know, I'm on an experimental firmware as well, so maybe that's a factor here. Could be. But the monitor doesn't freak out at all, it's like seamless, so that's really nice too, right? Boop. A little bit of freak out. A teensy bit of freak out. And of course, perfect on the CRT, but that's, you know, that's how it goes. Well, this isn't an older screen. This is a modern panel. Or are you talking about on the CRT here? So yeah, that's PlayStation 1. Of course, it looks great. Very happy with that. Can't complain. Feel like I keep saying the same thing over and over. Now we could go to PlayStation 2, but it sounded like Zick needed some emergency Xbox, so let's give Zick some emergency Xbox. We'll switch on over to the Xbox. I don't know what I have in there. And we are component now. That looks great. I love this stuff, man. It's so... I don't know. It's such a weird hobby. It's a weird and expensive hobby considering emulators exist. But I love it. So I feel like that makes it all worth it. Guess who needs a new battery? All of my consoles, every single one. Let's see. Oh no, they weren't prepared for Y2K. What happens? What happens? Oh well. Let's see what I had in the Xbox. Wow, the disk drive didn't even open. It flashed at me. Ah, boy. Okay, I need to open this Xbox up. Need to fix the battery. I need to fix the disk drive. Come on. I think it works. It's just like initially it's a little sticky. Like it just needs some help. Come on. Please. Don't be this way. We're on camera. I haven't struggled this much with it. Oh, good. I do have Halo right here. I think I have... Huh. Well, Halo's in the box here. Must have something else in here. I'm gonna need to gently assist it to open. Give me a moment, please. I need a budger or something. There we go. The Philips CDI has this trouble too. It's like the drive door sled opener thing became weak. That motor. Okay. Open up now. Open on up. Wow. Maybe it's like finally given up. It seems like it's pushing on it, but then why can't it just open? Ah, there we finally go. Oh, there was nothing in here. Weird. I thought for sure there'd be something abandoned in the drive. Okay. Sorry for this delay. The Xbox was just on the struggle bus. I have 50,000 blocks available. Does it not recognize that I put a disc in? Huh. All right. This is all new to me, folks. Everything was fine until it wasn't fine. Oh, well, you know, my Halo disc does not look the best, I'll say. Maybe I should procure a new copy or get this one resurfaced or something. I probably have another fucking copy of Halo. It's the same, basically, Zick. Hang tight for a sec. I have to have another. Halo was like as ubiquitous as AOL discs. Oh yeah, I have 2 more copies of Halo. One of these has got to be a good copy. How about the holographic Game of the Year edition?
I just got something wet slapped across my face.
You bet I did. You bet I did. Okay. So this one was all scratched up. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, yeah. This one's like fresh from the factory. Now we're going to get a good read. No problem. I'm so confident I even sat down. This Mountain Dew ass interface the Xbox has. Well, it's taking its time reading it. Oh no. What the? This is weird. That disc looked perfect. I swear, I have not had any Xbox problems. This is new to me. Sorry, just blowing some dust out to see if that maybe helps. That probably sounded amazing. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I got one of those like handheld air guns for Americans rather than, canned air. One of these guys. It has 3 settings. Regular. Scary. And holy fucking shit. Well, I don't know what to say. Xbox was working. Now Xbox not working. I'm really surprised by this and disappointed. I have this other copy I could try. It looks worse. It's like the middle point between the two. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think there's a particular drive, but I think it's pretty obtainable. I believe it is spinning up, yes. It's doing the read light. It's reading it. But I guess something has gone out to pasture with the Xbox. I mean, this is just life with retro consoles. They all need ongoing maintenance to keep trucking. I'm going to put this good one in one more time. Yeah, it sounds like it's spinning the disc. I don't think it's going to read it. Yeah, probably need a new drive. I'm going to try from totally powered down. Weird. That's weird. This is a weird thing to do. Why doesn't it clear the... That's wild. It just stops. The Xbox isn't on. The monitor's doing this. That's bizarre. I'm going to try it from just like a fresh boot, you know? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it'll read the disc in this case. Come on. Read it. 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 Microsoft. That took a long time to show up. No. Well, that's drag. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just a drag. Oh well. Here, you can look at Halo Man. There he is. Pew 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 pew. Going all over the new screen. Whoa 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 whoa. Oh, too bad. It's just like it. Why don't we switch gears here to something a little bit different? So now you're not going to have any audio for this because I'm not piping it through, but this is pretty darn good. So you turn off automatically set resolution. Set this sucker to 1280 by 1024 at 75 hertz. Keep settings. And away you go. So the trouble with this is some things support resolutions, some things don't. For instance, like retro stuff like Slipstream, retro styled stuff, you would hope would do it. And it's letterboxed. But hey, let's get in the game. Maybe there's some settings. Because this would look, you know, fantastic full screen. It doesn't look bad, letterboxed. But it is not my preference. I'd really like to see it full screen. But unfortunately, nothing does anything. Except for 1x. 1x will do this. If you want less screen, there's 1x. So this game doesn't let you choose your resolution or anything like that, so you're boned there. Sometimes you can get around it with like launch options. So in the case of parking garage rally circuit, I was able to find some launch options here. -W for windowed, -- resolution, and then the resolution that I wanted. I actually had knocked it down to 4:3 because at 5:4 it had letterboxing. It also has letterboxing at 4:3, unfortunately. So it's another one of those ones where you can't win, but the letterboxing isn't bad. Yeah, this game is very cool. I love their logo thing, which is this. Their logo thing is basically the that space game we did earlier, Scream a Day. That was kind of like Iron Lung. But yeah, as you can see, a teeny bit of letterboxing top and bottom, which is, you know, disappointing. Otherwise, it's just about full screen. And this game is very fun. It's a Saturn-styled drift racer with a ska soundtrack. I'm not doing my best right now. But yeah, a lot of fun, this game. Oh God. Oh no. No. I'm sorry, we don't have audio for this. Yeah, it's all about drifting and then building up boost and boosting. I have fallen well behind due to various mistakes. Oh no, I drifted the wrong way. I shouldn't have tried to drift that. I don't know why I did that. Oh my god, why did I go this way? Oh. Race complete. Just casually. You got Panzer Dragoon for the Saturn? No. No, I don't. So yeah, the deck is a very cool system for this. It's just really well suited to just quickly hooking it up and testing out stuff. The most impressive thing that I have on here at the moment is Doom Eternal. Which if you... oh yeah, Panzer Dragoon is an expensive game. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's more than $400. So if you smash the settings right down, it's fairly performant. And looks really cool on this monitor. Wow, this game is 5 years old already. Oh, also I put the gun in the center, but let me fix that for y'all. This feels really great to me. It feels so much like I don't know, just like playing FPS games back in the day. Controller is not my forte with this game, but you know, it's playable. Oh, I was like, where did he go? I am getting destroyed. But yeah, there you go. This is probably the nicest game I have installed on the deck for this sort of experience on this monitor, and I think it looks really great. Like, just picture-wise, it's fantastic. Very nice to look at. But also, installing retro stuff on here would probably be pretty good. But again, the trouble is like, a lot of things aren't necessarily geared for this type of resolution. So you're probably going to have to fiddle around with stuff to really make it go, which kind of sucks. Like, one thing I haven't really had to mess with much on the deck that I would in this case with this monitor is mods. And I'm not sure how feasible a lot of that stuff even is. Like, if you need a mod to do like a resolution fix or something like that, how does that work on the deck? There a filter you can overlay? Where's that at in video? Render mode. Gritty, cinematic, Doom Classic. Oh. uh, I wish it was actually well implemented and not just a shitty filter. Like, you lose all detail on things like that because it's not actually tailored. It's just an effect smushed over the whole thing. Which for you guys, you're just seeing the worst visual possible. Retro console, huh? Okay. I'm not sure whoever did this has ever seen a retro console. It's funny because it's like heavily desaturated. Basically, it gives the impression that whoever did this was like, oh, retro console. Okay, so it sucks. So let's make everything look like it sucks. I think we're on the right track here. We're on the right track. What it has done is it's put an aperture grill basically over it. It's put a pixel grill, and it's what it would look like, I guess, if you pressed your face up against a CRT screen to where you could see the pixels, which is just a weird thing to do. That's not what retro consoles looked like at any point. Unless your TV was dying, I guess, and in a really weird way. So, yeah, I don't know about that one. But yeah, looks pretty good. Got Doom 64. Half-Life 2 is really well optimized for this. This isn't out yet. I should have downloaded Remake. Nice, Epio. That rocks. You're still in the glow of new PC power. Oh, amazing. That rocks, Epio. I wish I could have gone. But yeah, Half-Life 2, with the new update where they bundled the episodes in and just like they kind of revamped the menu, it's really nice. Like I can just switch to episode 2. Load up a game. Oh, they deleted your episode 1 achievements? Oh, that's weird. And yeah, it just looks really nice. Plays well, feels good. Looks great on this screen. Is it? Yeah, it should. Yeah, well, I mean, this monitor here would whip the shit out of whatever old monitor you're thinking of. I had one of those 4.3 Dell monitors that everyone had. It was pretty all right, but ghosting would be absolutely fucking bonkers on that shit compared to this. God, LCDs and their ghosting. Horrific. Wonder how I get the side menu thinger. Like, how can I get to the performance menu with an Xbox controller? They're not even giving me like like press this button to open the other menu. Welcome back, Flynn. Yeah, gosh, this looks fantastic. It really throws me back. Kind of wish I had two of these dang monitors. Actually, a game I haven't looked at on here that I probably should. That's really going to throw me back is it installed? This one irritated me here. Resident Evil Remake on Steam. The 4:3 mode is letterboxed, so it's still 16:9, and you have no way of setting. Like, even if you set your resolution to match your monitor, it will then, well, fuck, I'll just show you. It's so disappointing. Because I really wanted to see this version of this game, but unfortunately it takes mods to actually make this work, and it's... Hey, Alex is one of the good video game companions, okay? Back off. She's not one of the shit ones. She's actually a helpful companion. Huh? You need pubs? Oh, is she? I don't remember that. Clearly. Oh, balls. I didn't mean to start a new game. Well, good enough, actually. So it's supposed to be 4:3, but as you can see, it is instead like this. So it's still a 16:9 aspect ratio, and it just squishes the fucking stupid square. It would look so good if it was just... But I guess you need some sort of mod. And I don't even know if you can do that stuff on the deck at all, or what. But it's really unfortunate. Because otherwise, this is a great version of this game. Higher resolution for the characters. Just went into desktop mode and did it normally. Well, I guess that's what I'll have to try. God, it looks good. I'm gonna have to see if I can mod this. Because this is a really great version of this game. It would look great if it were just full screen. Yeah, at least I have the cube, where I can play my cube-shaped games. Anyway, I wanted to show you that annoyance. Yeah, I mean, the GameCube and this monitor both have handles, so they have that in common. Like I said, it's kind of a crapshoot finding games that actually support the 4.3. This, you would hope, but no. There's no resolution options on this at all. A Castlevania Advanced Collection. D, I think, is similar. I think it plays in a weird box. I haven't dug into making it work better. Doom was fine. Doom actually has settings and stuff. It's a nice collection. It's like $5. Yeah, emulators will let you do whatever. My God. But yeah, it's got Doom, Doom 2, master levels for Doom 2, Evolution, the Plutonia experiments, No Rest for the Living, Sigil, and Legacy of Rust. All just piled in here. It's a cool little interface and works well enough for what it is. Look at that. Rise of the Triad is an entirely different game that I do not currently have installed. I'd have to go through my library still and kind of look around for what would be like stuff worth trying on here. But of course, you could hook up a modern computer to this as well, and then have all the power behind it to run crazy stuff like I don't know, ray traced games. Control would be a cool game to try on this. This would also be really nice for watching old content, like get something that has Plex on it hooked up to this, and then watch stuff in 4.3 or 5.4. I guess it would all be 4.3, wouldn't it? I don't think there's any 5.4 media outside of games and applications. Yeah, stuff like this is really nice, of course. Who did this? Was it just Bethesda? Oh yeah, it was Night Dive. I bet Night Dive stuff in general would be good. Also, I just can't get over how good Steam's interface is for all of this. They just really nailed the shit out of this. Oh, you can't search for like a developer name? Lame. Oh, it says 0 results even on the store. What? That can't be right. Can I... Maybe I can go to the Like on the normal Steam store, you could click on the developer and then see other things they've made. I don't even see them here. Did I blast past it? Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I gotta play this. Oh yeah, and System Shock. I didn't play myhouse.wad, but I watched various videos on myhouse.wad. I watched Romero play myhouse.wad. Oh, weird. They did Quake? Huh. And Quake 2. Blood. They did Doom 64. I have that installed. There's Rise of the Triad for you. Ludicrous Edition. Franchise bundle. Huh. Wait, why didn't I have... I had to purchase Doom plus Doom 2. I didn't have that. I had all of this. I didn't have that. Maybe I just didn't have the bundle. I guess I didn't have the bundle. Wow, Machine Games did a bunch of levels for it too? Huh. That's cool. Damn, they did Forsaken? What? I played a lot of Forsaken on N64 with friends. Not a really amazing game or anything. Boy, that would really bring back some nostalgia for me. Holy shit. Yeah, Quake's campaign is, I think, not good. Is this the same one again? Did they do some weird shit? I think they did some weird shit, didn't they? Where they like... I think I'm just getting bamboozled by bundles here. It's just showing me bundles, and then it's saying, you have this in your library. That's just because I have the games. Wait, they did... I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? Did they? Because... So this is one that I noticed doesn't work very well. I guess they're just the publisher. And I don't know if that means that they... Because you would think that this would be a perfect candidate, right? But I don't know what to do to get it to be full screen. Yeah. I've tried both regular launch and safe graphics mode. I don't know what it wants me to do. It doesn't have any settings in game. So unfortunately, it is windowed like this. Yeah, it is scum VM. So if I quit the game here, and I do play in safe graphics mode, we will actually see the scum VM window for a second. Boop. And then bam. But it is already scum VM, Doug. I guess I probably need to go into desktop mode and tweak something, but I don't know what. I would have to dig around to figure it out. But the most ideal thing will be for me to dig out my retro computer, my Windows 98 machine, and hook that up to this. That will be the way. For old games like this, that will be the way. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice we were having delay issues. The one I was going to check was this. This was the one that was going to throw me back. I played a lot of Age of Empires 2. Um. Uh. Uh-huh. Okay. What do you want to happen here? Is this the launcher, I guess? I don't think it's working quite correctly. I don't know what is a mouse click on Xbox controller. I thought it was triggers or something. But nothing is doing shit. And it's gone. I tried all of that. I tried pushing stick. I tried triggers. I tried it all, folks. I tried it all. I think Balatro also was not happy with this resolution. I don't think it even starts. I think it immediately crashes. Vampire Survivors also disappointingly. Yes, MSN Gaming Zone. Oh, it was auto generated back then. Seismic Coin. I mean, you got a banger. Yeah, you would think Vampire Survivors is like, that's a game that looks like it belongs on a monitor like this. And nope. I'll bet you Balatro has like no options. Oh, it does have options. Windowed. Why can't I change the resolution? Okay, full screen I can. Yo. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. Incredible. And it even has a CRT effect for me. Yo. Let's fucking go. That looks awesome. Hell yes. Who knew it was possible? All right. Well, time for me to go back to never playing Balatro. Yeah. This one disappoints me greatly. Greatly. Especially because they moved it to like a real game engine, right? Sorry, Phaser. So why no options? Why no dangled options? Display. Resolution. 1280 by 1024. That's it. And this is what it does with 1280 by 1024. Why? Why do you even have the ability to set the resolution if this is what you're going to do with it? Is this a bug or what? I would love it if this was full screen. It would be amazing if it was full screen. Oh no, it looks like this. It is a $3 game, yes, but they made enough money to make their resolutions work correctly. Sorry, but they did. I mean, they made enough money to hire somebody to port the game to a different game engine instead of a JavaScript game engine. And weirdly, it's not even like a graphics problem, right? Like you could argue, well, and then they have to remake all the graphics for a 5:4 aspect ratio. But it is that. It's doing the correct aspect ratio, but it is not the right. It's doing it inside of a 16:9 aspect ratio. No, he has a team. If you watch the No Clip documentary, it's all there. He works on the JavaScript engine still, and then they port the updates to the new engine that was necessary to do, like, you know, consoles and stuff like that. Anyway, this makes me sad. I haven't tried Subnautica. I'm not going to play it in VR on the deck. Yeah, this is all on deck. No, I don't know about Steam Key L2. What is that? Is that like Alt Enter? Yeah, Mist would be sick. What? Okay, but they have other settings here. Let's see. Didn't they have a setting for... Oh, yeah, full screen. There we go. I don't know what it is with the Steam Deck, but you generally don't want to be full screen. Steam key plus L2. There we go. Nice. Yes, but I have the Steam Deck set to 1280 by 1024. So it ought to know. Looks damn good. Probably needs settings tweaks. Look at that. That is sick. Just feel like I'm playing everything in like 2003. They do, but I like it. I like it, honestly. Well, what? When I let go of it, so that was the Steam button plus L2. But when I let go of it, it undoes that. But let's go back to Vampire Survivors and see. I mean, if I have to hold it the whole time, that's not going to work out. What? What? Why? Also, that caused this to happen? So here's that other menu I wanted. Oh, if I hold the Steam button and then press A, it does this. You can move it? What? Whoa. Whoa. And then what? Because A wasn't the thing. Once I let this go, it's going to not be like this anymore. How do I commit that? If I press A, it just opens this menu. This just makes me sad. It's also not perfect. It's cut off on the sides. It's cut off pretty badly on the sides. And there's like a weird shadow at the top and bottom. Reasons unknown. Oh God. Well, I guess I'll die. That's good to know. Worst game shutdown. Show keyboard. Quick access. Tab. Oh, nice. That's left. Toggle magnifier. Toggle magnifier. Yeah. I wish it was a toggle. It's not a toggle. Take screenshot. Joystick, mouse, volume up key. Next key. Previous play. Add timeline marker. Create clip and toggle manual recording. So nothing else that helps. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it does. That's what it does, Co. I thought I'd try that out. It sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I love that they have this built in. It's so nice. Yeah. Oh. Well, there you go. Hey, Bevy, what's up?
Sounded it off.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna wrap up here. Nice. Well, this ain't bad. I mean, I wish that the game didn't put the unnecessary letterboxing. It's weird because you can see through the letterboxing. It's just this sort of shadow. But this is better than a tiny square in the middle of the screen. Yeah. Honestly, this is a nice way to play. I'm into it. What's up now? I saw a per game. Oh. Wait. Okay, hold on. So what I need to do is that, then this. Oh, it kept it for this. And I have now fixed, yeah, I've now fixed the general case. Beautiful. God, the deck is good. SteamOS is just good. It's so good. It's insanely good. Oh yeah. From what I understand, ultra wide is hell. A far worse hell than like trying to do retro size stuff like this. Makes me never ever ever want to do ultra wide. Presumably you have to spend a lot of time on PC Gaming Wiki or whatever, or widescreen. I think it was widescreen version of that too. It might just be the same thing. Yep. This ain't bad. Like I said, it would be better if the game didn't like still pretend it's 16:9, but you know, you can't win them all. You can't win them all. For now, I must go. But this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. This monitor is really cool. And I just need to figure out how I'm going to work it into my setup, to be honest. The thing I was the most excited about was hooking up the old PCs. And if I figure out where the heck I can even set that up, that'll probably be the next thing we will mess with. Because not only that, getting it hooked up here, but then capturing that for the stream as well. So, and yes, amazing job, Flynn, on this. Once again, this is just stellar. This is just beautiful. Thank you so much. And I do like Doom. I don't understand what happened there. I have a feeling it was that I was like, I like it all, so you pick. And that was... Also, I was probably asked mysteriously without me knowing what it was going to result in as well. So I think it's just Flynn being Flynn there. But yeah, dude, the barrels do look amazing. But my favorite is the slime. The way that the slime was done just looks so good. It's reflective and translucent, or transparent, I mean. Just super cool. Yeah. I know you're being sarcastic. Anywho, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.